Hey there, my name's Gavin, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how to play Tyler the Creator's Saint Chroma on piano. Sweet, so let's start out with the intro. So our opening notes are going to be A flat, this B flat, and this F sharp. So what I did was this. Just like that. So let's look at what I'm doing right here. I'm doing an A flat up to a B flat, so I'm doing a grace note here, so. Just like that. So the intro is pretty simple, and in my cover what I added was these little high note inflections up here of just a, I think I played an E flat, D flat, and then I trilled between a D flat and a C. But in the actual song, it seems like there's this like high kind of flute like trill going on. So what I just did was I played this twice, so. Just like that, and then the final time. And just like that. And that's the opening. I'm sure all you guys can get that down pretty simple. There's only really 2 notes going on. So yeah, let's go to the next part. We have Tyler whisper singing into the mic. And what I did for this section is, so the overall chord progression for the entire song is this, and then, right, and then, right. So what I did for this section is I just outlined the chords and played them very softly. So what I did was, and this opening chord right here is a D flat, an E, and then a flat. So let's play this together. And then I kept this right hand the same, so it's an E and a flat. And the rhythm I'm playing is just the lyrics he's singing. So, calm down, sit still, something. So let's look at that one more time. I messed up the note there. Let's play that one more time. Again, this is just a D flat right here. We have an E right here, and then an A flat right here. Beautiful, so that's the opening right there. And then we move down to an A in the left hand, this low A right here. And then in my right hand, I have a C sharp, or I guess a D flat, and an E right here. So let's look at those first 3 together. And then it goes down to a flat in the left hand, a B, and an E flat in the right hand, so. And then in your left hand, it'll go to a B, and then a B in your right hand, and then a D right here. So let's look at all that together. We have. Beautiful, just like that. So all those chords fit together really nicely. They'll just be outlines of what's to come later in the song. But yeah, this is kind of just to mimic him whisper rapping. You know, there's not really a lot of musicality going on right there. It's, you know, whispering. So I was just trying to capture that feel by playing soft notes, and hopefully that comes across well. But I think for a cover on piano, it sounds pretty nice. So let's go to the next part. We have this synth line, and the bass line's really what is important here. Your right hand is going to be basically doing the same thing you were doing in the last section. Your left hand is doing all the heavy lifting here. So this line right here is, we're going to be doing a D flat, A flat, D flat, A flat, D flat. So in rhythm. And then next we'll be going to this E right here. So E, B, E. So let's do those first 2 together. And then it goes to A next. A, E, F sharp. And then I just played F sharp, E flat, B, back to C sharp. So let's do this all together in one big flow. I'm going to play it twice and should have it down after that, and then we'll add the right hand next. So. Beautiful, and you can already kind of hear the song starting to come together with just those bass line. The bass line is huge there. It's a beautiful synth that's playing. So let's add the right hand in here. So what I'm going to start doing with the right hand is this E and A flat again. So the same thing we were playing before, the last time through in the last section, the same thing, same notes there. So, and then this time we'll go to an A flat and a B. And then we go down to I played a C sharp, E, A flat here. And then right here, I played a flat right here, and then a B, E flat, G in my right hand. And then right here, when your left hand goes to this B right here, you'll be playing a B, D, G flat right there. I'm sorry, I had a moment there. So let's look at all that together, okay? So, together. Just like that. So that looks fantastic right here. The big picture you want to get is mainly that left bass line. Your right hand can improv a little bit. So what we're outlining is these chords right here. We're outlining this C minor chord, this E major chord, this A major 7 chord, this A flat minor 7 chord, and then a B minor chord. So if you play any of the notes within that chord during that bass line, it'll sound good. So for example, let's say I want to do like a, I don't know, something like this. It'll always work, and it'll always sound close to the song. And yeah, so that's really what I had going for that line. And then I don't think there's really any moving parts until we get to the next section, which we will be moving on to right now. So this next section, it gets a little bit trickier. We got some arpeggios going on in our left hand, so that's going to be a little bit harder to play, but I'm sure all of you guys can get it. I'll try to break it down as best as possible. So let's look at this next section. So it's the same thing going on in this hand. Right, we're just outlining like these big chords here, which is, you know, C sharp minor and then E major. So those big chords right there. Let's try to articulate what we're going to be playing in our right hand though. So in our right hand first, this is the important part is our right hand, is we're playing an E and an A flat, and it's going down to this F sharp right here. So that's the first part. And I'll explain the left hand in a second, but I was playing it so you can understand why that melody is the way it is. So again, let's look at this again. So E and A flat right here, and then we go to this G flat right here. So beautiful, just like that. Now, what's going on in our left hand? Our left hand is playing this D flat down here. Big D flat going on here. Big. You want to put a lot of pressure on that note, just bam, you know? And then we're jumping up to a E, A flat, B, E flat, okay? So let's play this together, slowly. Let's try that again. Speed it up a little bit. And awesome, that's all there is there. And let's go into the second part. So in our right hand, we have this D flat, E, A right here. So what we're playing right here is we're alternating between this A and A flat right here until we go up to the B. So these three notes, the A flat, and B are really important here. So let's look at this right hand. So it's just like that. Just like the lyrics, I can't remember them off the top of my head, which is crazy because I've been listening to this album like all day, but so let's play our left hand now with that. So our left hand is doing this big E, B, E, and then we go up to this A flat right here. Just like that. So let's play that again, except a little slower. do that one more time. Just like that. Not really too much else going on there. Just those notes being played there. And that's basically all there is to that. So let's play the first part going into that part next. So awesome. And that's all there is there. Next, we're going to go on to the third chord, which is this A, E, A in our left hand. So left hand's doing E, A, E, A, E, A, E. And our right hand is playing the melody again. And what I did for this melody was a D flat, an E, and an A flat right here. So we just came from doing this. And this right hand is doing dun 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 dun. So let's look at this a little slower. We're going between this A flat and G flat right here. Just like that. So just like the lyrics of the song. So let's put the two hands together. Sorry, that was terrible. Just like that. Let's do that one more time. Just like that. So let's do the first three sections together. So just like that. So that's all that's going on right there. And then there's the last chord, which for this last chord, what I did was I played an A flat in my left hand, and then in my right hand I played a B, E flat, G flat, and then B flat. And what I did was so big chord, G flat, E flat, B. And then I went to this B minor chord, so B in my left hand, and then B, D, G flat in my right hand. So let's look at all of this chorus together. And remember, this chorus repeats twice until it gets to the big, like, you know, like the big synth, like wah 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 kind of thing going on. So let's look at this. Just like that. Let's look at that one more time. And then again here. And then right here, the second time through, so you're going to be playing that twice. So the second time through, you go to this A flat, and that's what leads us into the next section. So let's transition to that next part. Sweet, so we're at the next section, and the first thing we're going to look at is the right hand. So the right hand is playing this A flat, A, B, A flat, B, can you feel the light? Right? So what goes along with that? Well, our left hand's going to be playing a D flat, and then an E major 7, which is this E, A flat, B, E flat. So just like that. And our right hand's playing the melody. Can you feel the light? Can you feel that fire? Right? So let's look at that intro, the first chord, one more time. Can you feel that light? And then we have a D flat and an E, A, B, E flat. Okay, we got all that going on. Beautiful. Can you feel that? And then, so second part, I should start here. Can you feel that fire? And when we get to this note right here, we're gonna be playing this chord. So D flat, E, and G flat right here. And our right hand during this is playing an E, B, E, A flat, just like the last section. Same thing going on in your left hand, just a different right hand. So let's look at these two parts together. Can you feel that light? Can you feel that fire? Right? So that's the first two parts. The third part is the massive chunky chord, this low A in your left hand, really low A down there, as hard as you can. And then the right hand's playing this, what's the right hand playing? D flat, E, A flat, D D flat. So fire, fire. So D flat, A flat, fire. And our left hand's just gonna be playing this A, E, A, E, A. Same thing. So fire, fire. Right? So let's look at those first three together, and then we'll go on to the next chord. So, can you feel that light? Can you feel that fire? And then fire. And then this next part is this low A flat. And in our right hand, so low A flat in our left hand, and then our right hand's playing a B, a E flat, a G flat, and a B. So fire, B, G flat, B, G flat. And then it just immediately goes to this B minor chord again, which the second you play this B in the left hand, this B minor chord, you instantly go back to this line. So let's look at all this together. I know that's a lot of moving parts, but I know all you guys got it. You're all smart and awesome and super cool. So let's look at this, okay? Can you feel that light? Can you feel that fire? Fire, fire. Can you feel that? Wow, that was crazy. But once you go to this B minor, you play. So let's look at all that one more time. There's a tripod in front of my face, so I'm missing a lot of notes. Maybe I just don't know how to play. Let's try this again. Can you feel that light? Can you feel that fire? My bad, guys. Fire. And then fire. Can you feel that light? Can you feel that fire? Fire. Fire. And then right here, just smash down on this freaking D flat right here. And that's like the big synth line, and I was just doing like a rising thing right here. Chromakopia. Doesn't really matter what you play in the right hand, it'll all sound kind of similar. But yeah, that's the entire song. If you have that, you got the entire song. When Tyler's rapping again, it's just that same chord progression that we played earlier. Just... Right? So let's do a recap of everything. Let's go over the entire song one more time, and we should have everything down. If you're at this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate if you subscribed and liked and commented and, you know, whatever you feel like doing. If that's too much work, don't even worry about it. But it really means a lot, you know, you guys coming this far in the video. So let's do a full recap of everything and see how it's looking. So, Chromakopia. Really quiet here. So that's the intro down right there. We did the Chromakopia part, we did that intro. Now let's do the synth line. Okay, now we're at the main melody part. And then can you feel that light? Can you feel the Chromakopia. And then you can just play the big chords again. Ooh, my gosh. Oh my gosh, giant chords. And that's all there is to it. That's the entire song. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to just put them down below. I'll try my best to respond to all of them. I'm trying to make these tutorials as good as I can and more easily digestible. So if you guys have any comments about like things you need in the tutorials that would make them easier to watch, you guys let me know. I'm always trying to improve, and you know, we're working together one step at a time, you know? So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.